Hello, Scorpio. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to bring you your December tarot and cartomancy. I am using the transparent tarot today. You can see right through them. I haven't used these for a while, so I saw them and I just really wanted to get them out. They're really cool because as you layer the cards, the picture changes, it adds to it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whole bunch. And I'm going to take a look at them. Let's see what we have here. So, first you have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is about feeling regret. We've said something, sometimes it's about being right too, like at any cost, and we know that we could have gone a bit too far, or the other person has, and someone's been kind of defeated here. It's a false victory or feeling of defeat, and it's harsh. It feels harsh, like harsh words. Then you have, interesting enough, the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is conflicting ideas, competitive ideas. We all have great ideas on how to fix something or do something or move forward, create something. But when you're working together with one or more people, we have to consider other people's ideas too, and they have to consider ours. So this is about trying to work together with conflicting ideas, and it's funny because it's here with the Five of Swords. This is laying down your sword. This is preferring to work together, trying to figure out how we can all contribute to this. We all have something to contribute, so really wanting to lay down your swords here. The Tower, where's the number on this one? Oh, there we go. So the Tower, something, could be some event. Doesn't have to be a big event like a party or something like that, but something happens that disrupts the everyday situation, and it's something that needs disruption. It's not, you're not happy, or there's conflict, right? There's some sort of conflict here, and so the Tower comes through and just breaks all that right up and says, this needs some sort of release, okay? Perhaps even just separation. This could be a separation that you could have gone through already. It could be just separation from each other because there's too much conflict, and something is from this conflict is going to come out and change the situation for sure, for the better, but at first can seem unsettling. Okay, unsettling. Then we have the Six of Cups. This could be concerning family, someone from the past. Like I said, this could be someone that you've separated from. It could be a friend, even doesn't have to be family, but it's someone you're familiar with, okay? Someone you're familiar with. This is also mending fences, talking about good memories. You could be also trying to have compassion in a situation, because this is sometimes it's someone comes back to apologize. It's about mending fences. The Two of Wands. Carmela, no. Hey, 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 hey. You don't want the two be slapped with the Two of Wands. Hey, you, stop it. So I love that you're getting this now, and it's about working together, teaming up, contributing evenly, seeing eye to eye. This could be working with someone who you're teamed up with at work, working on a project together, but it's cooperative, it's cooperative, and seeing each other, hearing each other, you know, shooting ideas back and forth off each other, planning together. I really like how this is coming along. So, I'm going to take some of these back out here. So after the Tower, this is what starts happening, okay? After the Tower. So isn't this great? We're starting to realize we need to cooperate. We need compassion. We need to help each other. We need to see through the other's eyes and into their ideas and ideals, but this is a more compassionate approach, caring approach, understanding approach. The Seven of Wands. Now, this is a situation that you're prepared to defend. You are prepared to fight for this. And by fight, like I said, it may not be easy, working on this, getting through difficult times. Sometimes you may feel like you have to defend your position. You may feel like it's a fight or flight situation at sometimes, but I think that as long as you're cooperating, as long as you're trying to be loving and caring and understanding, I think you can lay down some of those defenses, some of those walls, some of those barriers can start coming down, because you're not feeling like you're being attacked anymore. It feels much more cooperative, And then you have the Sun. The Sun is like the best card. It's about happiness, success, joy. It could have something to do with children and the whole family too. Like, I'm feeling a whole family situation here. There, and it's abundance. I feel like it's radiant. This is something radiant. This Tower looks frightening, seems frightening, but look what it's bringing to your life. Look what it's bringing. It's breaking this mud that is keeping everything stuck where it is, in this tension. And the Tower breaks it all up, okay? Where we are able to now let go, release, bring down these barriers, cooperate, reason. Even I'm feeling like reasoning, So look at that. Like, it's so nice. The Sun is just like brightening up everything here. So these are just the cards, the underlying situation that fell out. Now we are going to do your layout here. So let's cut them. That one goes there, and there, And there. Now, hold on a minute here. There's something I want to look up. I don't even know if I have it in here. No, I don't. Do I have it down in there? I just might. Hold on a cotton picking minute here. Something I want to check. I don't think I can, though. I don't think I have it. No. Oh, well. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Okay. So, in your recent past, you begin with the Ten of Swords. Let me put it this way. The Ten of Swords. So this is the end of something painful. You know, this is where we begin to heal. We're wounded. We're still wounded, but we're not in the situation taking the hits anymore. You know, it's the end of being in the situation. So you're removing yourself from it. Like I said, you're still wounded, but it's the beginning of a healing time. Ever since you stood up, ever since you left, ever since you stopped it, that began the healing. That was the first thing great that you did for yourself. You know, that was the first awesome move. And the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is, sometimes it can be a message, sometimes it can be something you hear that is the last final, you know, knife in, and it says, yeah, that's it for me. The Page of Swords also can be yourself, learning to communicate, learning to stand up for yourself, learning to put up the hand. This is something that needs to be learned, because probably in the past you didn't do it. You pushed it down. You didn't say anything. You're just like, you thought in your mind, geez, you know, and you didn't say anything and you pushed it down. But here you're at a time where you're not pushing it down. You're not fighting, but you're just putting up the hand and saying, that doesn't have anything to do with me. That's not mine, you know. That's yours. And like I said, it's not being mean. It's not about being bullying, but don't try and put that knife on me. You know, you're speaking up for yourself. See that? Speaking up for yourself. I like it. I like it. And it's new for you, so you need practice. You know, it's going to take practice, where when you feel you got to push that down, you don't. You bring it up and you say, even if you say, did I hear you right? Is that what you just said? Because I don't think that's what I did at all. Or, you know, it might be just calmly. And look at that, Six of Swords. So this is moving away from all turbulent waters. You want peace in your life now. You don't want to argue. You don't want to fight. You don't want to hear, say, be a part of toxic communication and you know, nastiness. You know, you don't want to be putting it out there yourself, and you don't want to be a part of it, involved in it. You want to have really clean energy. I think you're trying to clean your own energy, and also the energy around you. So you're moving on to something new here. You literally could be moving to you know, a distance away, to seek another a more peaceful life. You may just be getting away, you know, getting some distance from it all, and coming back with a new, you know, a new way of approaching everything and accepting everything. But it says that you're not willing to participate in this kind of exchange anymore. Okay, look at them, they're all swords. And so this is what's happened in the recent past, and you want to just move right on through that. Nope, 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 nope. And start a new way of communicating, a new practicing a new way. So in the present, you have the Six of Pentacles, or the Five rather, the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles can, this is where we feel a little bit left out, not exactly included, whether it's in some relationships in some way, whether it's friendships, a family situation, or it's usually that it could be at work too, how you're trying to invest, but it's saying that you have so much to offer here, eh? You really have a lot to offer, and not just skills, but as a friend, as someone who's, been through hardships and healed and learned, you know. I think you're doing some healing now. You're building blocks and you're healing now, and you're you're ready to find your tribe. You're ready to find where you fit in exactly, or what fits in with you. Because don't forget, you have a lot to offer here, and you might need to value yourself first before you decide which tribe is right for you. You know what I mean? Because it's harder to find our tribe when we're not valuing ourselves, right? We might pick the wrong one, and this is where you need to, and it talked about that back here, So I like that a lot for you. Oops. Oh, wow, this card has been coming up so much for everyone. The Nine of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment, happiness, wish come true. Like, you got both the Sun and the Nine of Cups. There's a lot of good coming out of this. Healing time, recognizing your value. You're making some of your own wishes coming true by doing this, by doing this, recognizing your value, not sitting there and taking the hits anymore, right? And it is making you so much happier. It's bringing so much value into your life. And it's going to create great change. The wheel is turning. The wheel is also, this is the Wheel of Fortune, represented by the medicine wheel here. And it represents change. I think you've grown in a lot of areas through this experience. I also think this is a representing peace here to me. I see the peace sign. Remember the peace sign? I can see it here now. And this is exactly what it's bringing. The changes that you've made are bringing a lot more peace into your life. Also, this is valuing and attending to all the parts of the self. How would you attend to your emotions? Do you let yourself cry? Do you let yourself get angry, in a non-violent way? Your mental, do you read and research and even conversing is very stimulating with others. And when we get away from that, we need that stimulation. So here you're just trying to stimulate all the parts of yourself now, giving yourself that value and that, I feel like recognition. Look at that, how nice that is. It's so much peace too. Peace, harmony, and emotional fulfillment. It's something you're giving yourself here. Okay? This is something you're giving yourself. And I like it. In the future, which is near the end of December, you have the 5. Now, okay, it's hard to know. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. The 5. The 5 is the Hierophant. This is the tree of life, the tree of knowledge, how we grow from this one to many aspects, having many skills, many ideas, um, a lot of experience and growth in many different areas. And these are things that we can pass down. Um, you could be the Hierophant represents the institution as well, some sort of institution. You could be working in an institution. You could be going up the ladder in this institution where you are. You could be like getting a promotion or just moving into a different job that's more pay, more responsibility. It's a growth time for you, and it fits right in with this um, Wheel of Fortune too. There's some sort of change that's going to bring you a lot of happiness. Perhaps you didn't feel exactly appreciated, or all your skills weren't being um, accessed, not necessarily valued. Access, you have so much more that you could offer, right? And so the Hierophant is also about the guide and the teacher. You could be a guide and teacher or teacher, but this is also a time in your life where you're going to be sharing experiences, sharing some of the lessons, that you've learned. Or sometimes I feel like it's another way of looking at something, because sometimes we can be very tunnel visioned, and someone says, well, what about this, and you think, oh, I never even thought about it that way. And so you might be broadening. I feel like you're broadening your horizon, but in your mind and others as well. You're broadening. It's coming from you. Then we have the moon. Now, it's kind of interesting because the moon is confusion. It can be, I think that you're giving a lot of insight and broadening your mind and others at a time when you don't feel exactly clear yourself. You're thinking, who am I to tell others how to do this? I don't even have my own life together. But you have so much value. I'm telling you, back here, you have a lot to offer, a lot of value. Your value goes higher than you are here. And you sitting under these coins is devaluing yourself. When look at, look at all you have to offer here. Okay. So, I'm feeling like this moon energy is doubt. Doubt. You're having a hard time seeing. It could be just cloudy, and don't take, it may take a little time for you to build this, for you to believe that you're this great tree. You are the great tree, but it may take a little time for you to believe it, for you to know you are, right? There was a card, oh, I probably won't be able to find it now, and it fits just, it was called She Sees, She Knows. And I really liked it because it was feeling confident in your intuition, confident in your knowledge, your experience, your value. And so the moon energy might, it might open it up. It might just open it up. A lot of times moon energy closes that, makes it cloudy, confuses us and stuff. But I think that's just you getting used to talking about yourself as qualified, as, Yeah, I am. Um, yeah, you ever hear someone say they're a specialist? Or what was the term I heard online one time? Um, oh, geez, I'm trying to remember. It was in the education field, and they said um, it takes a long time to be able to call yourself a master of this, or um, you know, there's another word I'm forgetting. I hate when I do that. Anyway, and to actually say that about yourself, yeah, I'm a chess master. That's a lot of confidence. A lot of people would say, oh, yeah, I really like playing chess. Oh, I'm pretty good. But a master knows they're good. They know. Okay? So you're going to be speaking from a knowing. It's going to take a little time for you to feel it, to feel it. Just a little time. But soon you're going to know it. No, no, no. And you know how I know? Because we have the Phoenix, we have the Judgment. You are getting ready to go through a doorway here. There is a doorway here for you. And you're ready to evolve, right? Because there's something big you've learned here from all this painful situation you've gone through. It's a rite of passage, it's taking you into your next level, your next chapter. That was simply a chapter of your life, and now you're ready to soar, you're ready to expand, you're ready to spiral up, and the what's this called, the rising out of the ashes, Thunderbird. But it lights up all the land. It just doesn't rise up. It's not just about that coming back to life. Coming back to life. But it brings light to the land. It's inspirational. It's an awakening. It's a wake-up call too, right? It's a wake-up call. Yeah. I want you to look at these three together. So the Phoenix is when you realize, what did I say, the Thunderbird? The Phoenix is when you realize, the Moon, there's still some doubt. You're not sure that, oh, I wouldn't call myself a master. Oh, I wouldn't call myself a Phoenix. And here you're realizing that your gifts, your importance, your role, what you need to share, And one of the things you need to share is new life. We can come back to life after hardship, after something. And I realize now that I was growing through that. I needed to grow. And it may have been difficult. I may have had some cloudy times, but here I am now. Look at me now. I am the master. Geez, I wish I could remember the term this lady used. I used to drive taxi a long time ago, and I picked up this lady, and she was a professor of medieval history. And I just thought that was so interesting. I just wanted to talk her ear off in the car, right? But she didn't call herself a master. She called herself expert. That's the word, expert. People just don't go around calling themselves an expert at something, and that's what she said. She said, you don't call yourself an expert until you've spent 20, I think she said 20 years in the education field before you can actually call yourself an expert at something. I said, oh, I didn't know that. But see, this is the thing, and for a long time you're thinking, oh, I'm no expert, and now you're really realizing that you are. You learned a lot here. You've grown a lot, okay? And it's made you brighter and bigger, and it's freed you somehow. You know, it's freed you. It's and we can only stay in these chapters in our lives for so long, and it's time to move on, you know. So interesting, Scorpio. Oh, interesting, interesting. You got a lot of major arcana, you know, so there's big life changes happening for you. The Tower, the Hierophant, the Sun, the Moon. Who else came? Who else showed up there? Like a lot, you know, and so it's really strong that there's these big changes. All right, let's get out the cartomancy. Cartomancy is the art of reading the regular playing cards. So, what do we have for Scorpio? Ooh, 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 ooh. Look at that. Dropped right out. Well, it didn't take long, did it? You guys are just itching to get your new life going. I want to lay these out first, or I'm going to forget. I'll forget that I already cut them, and I just get too many things going here. Gotta keep focused. Oops. Just about done. And we're done. Okay, so what do we have fall out here? Very nice. So you have the 10 of hearts, the 3 of clubs, the Queen of clubs, and the 4 of diamonds. So that Queen of clubs is a brown or hazel-eyed woman or man. If it's a man, they could be more feminine, and I don't mean gay. I mean they could like to cook, they could like domestic stuff, like really homebody kind of person. They're also dynamic, creative, friendly, chatty. But could be, if it's a guy, I'm saying, if it's a girl, same deal. But this is really nice because there's something special here, right? There is love and contentment. This is joy, a harmony, you know. This is you know, like a loving family, a harmony. You know, it's really, and it's a successful relationship, you know, whether it's someone you're in love with, a friendship, a family member, you know, this is really close long-term relationship that's going to take hard work and perseverance, you know, and teamwork. This is about teamwork as well, but threes are about taking the idea, then the plan, and putting it into action. Let's put this into action. You could be moving in together. There could be a moving in together situation because you see the 4 of diamonds. It might be economically wise to move in together. It might be hard. It's hard living alone. Like being single is expensive. It's really expensive. And so for economic reasons at first, you may move in together, but it could be something really long lasting, really good. So this is your underlying energy. Here and now, you have the Queen of Spades, the Jack of Spades, and the 5 of Hearts. The Queen of Spades is, it represents to me a female or male that is separated not by choice. They're widowed, divorced, separated. Sometimes they have a chip on their shoulder. They have a little bit of a nasty edge to them, you know. They can be very cutting kind of thing. Especially in this situation, they could be causing trouble in a friendship, trying to cause trouble in a friendship. I think it's just a friendship. This person is trying to get in between, or something like that, trying to cause trouble. Um, could get troubling news too. They could get troubling news, something like that. But yeah. So coming in, you have the Four of Spades, the Nine of Diamonds, and the Six of Spades. There's some sort of doubt here, perhaps about a trip. Okay, you could be planning or thinking about a trip. Um, Also, it's could be about investing some money. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, if there's something, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. There's something about investing money, um, and it's not a good move. Don't do it. Hold on to your money until the new year. I'm gonna tell you. Like, I know there's people that are doing Christmas shopping and that sort of thing, but this is something else. This is something that's going to seem like, oh my God, I should get in on this, but it's a bad move for you. Okay? This is not how you're going to. Don't do it. And you're doubtful already. Your radar is going off already, and you know it. But it's so tempting. You could be just tempted to spend money, period. You want to buy. You go, and you're picking this up and that up. But it also says, don't do it. Don't do it. Do not spend frivolously. And there's a big difference between need and wants. You know, we can turn a want into a need real quick by convincing ourselves. But I'm telling you, this is telling you to hang on to your money. I'm telling you, and it's telling you until the 6th, which is this year coming, next year. Above you, you have the Four of Clubs, the Three of Hearts, and the Ten of Spades. You have a lot of fours. This is your third four, okay? You could have been doing a lot of pausing, resting, not really, like none of us have been really traveling or too social like other houses and bars and restaurants. And so this is I feel like you could uh do or go to some social thing. It might be Grand Central at your house. Might be Grand Central. Maybe that's where everyone gathers, is at your house. But I also feel like there's someone sick. I feel like there's someone sick. I also feel like there's a three people situation, okay? And someone wants all the attention. They're needy. They really need all the attention, and it's going to cause a conflict because they're not getting it. So it's either someone's sick, they there's a could be COVID, or there could be something that or someone is not getting the attention they want. They're not getting the attention they want. That's it. Okay, in your work pile, you have the Ace of Clubs, the the King of Hearts, and the King of Spades. This could be a new job, eh? This Ace of Clubs, it could be a brand new job. I told you in those other cards that I thought you were going up the ladder. You were evolving. If it's not more money, then it's more prestige or status for you. Also, I think you really love it. You could be working with a King of Hearts and a King of Spades. One of these people, any of these people could be you, Scorpio. You have to decide where you fit into this. King of Hearts could be a blue-eyed person. King of Spades is a very dark-eyed person. Could be even dark-featured, black, Hispanic. Even the French are very dark, Oh, I'm losing my light here. They also could be very different. You know, one's very serious and one's very easygoing and calm, and this one's very like, you know, wants to know the statistics and let's get this meeting done, and you know, and so you could, like, one of these people could be you, and you're working with this person, and I think you blend well. You work well together. Okay. You also could be moving in. Because the Ace of Clubs a lot of time represents the home for me. And so, you know, this is a new beginning in a new, not a new home, but new living situation. Okay. So it's either a new job or, and you're working with these people or this person, or you're moving in with somebody. Um, your exterior influences is the Eight of Hearts, the Three of Spades, and the Ace of Spades. There's some sort of obstacle. Okay, you could want to hear love talk. Okay, this is what you want to hear. You want to hear, you know, it's words. This is words, love talk right here, okay? But there's an obstacle to it, okay? There's an obstacle. And the obstacle is ending or death, all right? Someone could be grieving. Someone could be, you know, because of something that ended or was difficult for them, it's an obstacle for them to give like this, in this way, to open. There's still a wall there. There's still a wall. It's only 3 feet high, but it's a wall, right? And it's preventing, you know, the emotion or the love talk that you want to hear, that you want to get. Okay. In the foundation, you have the Jack of Clubs, the Jack of Diamonds, and the King of Diamonds. This looks like a friend. You could hear a message from a friend about their dad. This could be someone with 2 kids. Okay, one of the kids is very fair looking, green-eyed, and one of the kids is brown-eyed. Okay. But this looks like the older gentleman. It could be a female too. The diamond people represent mature people to me, usually 50 and over. They have experience. They're usually secure at this time in their life, usually. They are providers for sure. They also give good counsel. You know, they give good guidance. You know, they have experience, and this could be you too, Scorpio, because remember I talked about in the tarot about, you know, your branching out and your sharing, passing, you know, something down, teaching, guiding. So you could be guiding youth. You could be training younger people or people down, like, you know, with less experience than you. You also could be supervising the person. You could be the more mature one over these two that are still at a learning level. I also feel like this could be some sort of good news that comes in from this person that could be, you could have had struggle with this person before, you know, and they could be opening up, being a little bit more liberal with you in some way, okay? And then in your your surprise pile, you have the 8 of Clubs, the 7 of Diamonds, and the 6 of Clubs. I'm probably going to have to pause for a sec. Just a minute. Okay, I think all the barking stopped. So, this is a conversation that you were not expecting, I don't think, at all. For one thing, it's a surprise pile. Plus, you got the expectation card here, the Seven of Diamonds. Um, I think you were hoping for it, but didn't actually expect it. And this is a conversation about working something out, working together, building something together, taking the next steps. Okay? Taking the next steps. The reason I think you're not expecting is because you're getting all this resistance over here. There's a lot of resistance and obstacles, and you may even give up. You might be like, oh, geez, it's just like, I'm just not going to try anymore, And even though you still have all the feelings, you're not going to be doing cartwheels and handstands and everything to try and get it. And it may just be something you need to let go of. Let it unfold and unwind. Let the wheel spin as it needs to. You know what I mean? So there's something unexpected about this talk, this conversation, that it's about growing together, working on something together. So, okay, now I'm going to take a card from the Sacred Rebel. Let's see what we have for you. These are amazing cards. I love them. Tell me for Scorpio, December 2021. What does Scorpio need to know in this time? What's the message from the Sacred Rebels Oracle for Scorpio? Geez, sometimes they just take forever to come out. Ooh. Oh. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Okay, I like this one a lot. Seeing the true you. This came up in the tarot part of your reading. And liking it, What's that? 29, which is 11. Let's see what we got here. I like this. It's so pretty. I love how that she's sitting in that comfy chair or couch. Right in the water. Sometimes we believe what others tell us we are, as though the self we see reflected back to us through their eyes is truth. Yet the accuracy of a reflection depends on the clarity of that which is doing the reflecting. If the receiver forms any opinion about what is perceived, then what is reflected back to us will, at best, be distorted. It is not necessarily through ill will. It is just the mechanics of the situation. Even the moon reflects the sun in varying degrees of fullness and clarity. We can learn something of nature of the sun from the moon, but it's not as much through the direct perception. Oops, excuse me. The oracle has come to you because you have been putting rather too much faith in the reflections others have of you, to the point that you might not be honoring all that you are and all that you are becoming, because you believe too little of yourself. Didn't I tell you? Not valuing yourself enough. It's what you think of you. It doesn't matter what they think of you. This is what's truly important. Let me just get this page ready. There might be those around you that are able to reflect more faithfully, even help you see more of your own greatness and beauty. However, though, there are those who have not tended to their own ocean. Oh, wait. They're the souls blessed with inner stillness. In the clear waters of their ocean of consciousness, you can come to recognize yourself in it with a clear perception. However, there are those who are not tended to their own ocean and are unable to be still enough to gently receive and reflect your light back to you. So if I've got a dirty closet, how am I going to tell you how you should be keeping your closet, is what it's saying. Like, I can't reflect back to you a true image if I don't have one, you know? And we put a lot of faith in how others see us. And it's so true, right? There is no judgment here. Each takes the path of self-healing that is available and appropriate at any given time. This oracle comes with a special message for you. If you are getting confused about who you are and your motives or actions based on what others are saying or how they are responding to you, step back. In your quest to be a responsible person, you may be unintentionally taking on the feelings of others, making their reflections of you more than they are in truth. More often than not, reflections are more about the state of the reflector than what is being reflected. Let those external perceptions go. Can you just acknowledge yourself? Do so and be free. So, in another example, if like I said back here, you really want to hear this love talk, but there's an obstacle. Someone cannot do it. It's not because of you. It's because of them. So, what they're reflecting back to you is not a reflection of you. And so we can get confused in that, right? When we're looking to them for a reflection, it can get very confusing for us. And that's that moon energy. Remember that moon energy that was coming up? We're having a hard time seeing our own strength, our own value, getting confused about what who is that other wolf on the other side of the water there? And should I be relying on the message, So, your second card, not everybody gets 2 cards, but you did, Scorpio, is inspiration. An idea has captured your attention, or will do so very soon. It may be a grand vision or a vague sense of something that could be. You're being encouraged to accept the vision, the idea, or inspiration, as it's important to your creative and spiritual growth. Also, it is possible. The bee is bringing you healing, medicine, wisdom from nature to aid the message of the oracle of inspiration. The bee is a powerful spirit totem. Bees are able to fly with wings that are significantly small in proportion to their bodies. Your idea, even if it seems like a big, substantial plane that might be difficult to get off the ground and up and running, can succeed. You will attract great helpers to you, and the earth will support the success of this project. Allow inspiration to fill you with enthusiasm, an expectation of magic and marvelous synchronicity as people, situations, and opportunities fall into place to help bring your inspiration into reality. This idea has the potential to flower into so much more than you realize. It has great potential. It can become something that feeds and nourishes others on their creative and personal healing paths too. I told you, you're going to be a teacher, a guide. You're ready to branch out, in some way. So you are meant to think and do things differently, it says, for inspiration. You are capable of receiving fresh ideas that are not so out there or different that they stop being practical, helpful, and wonderful. You are being asked to avoid the trap of doubting your ideas are special or interesting enough. Your inspiration comes direct from the universal creative source, and you're being asked to believe and recognize the signature of great intelligence within your inspirational ideas and creative urges, and to act accordingly. To sum up, this card indicates that sweet success, like abundant honey, is coming your way through commitment to and the development of an idea that you've already had or will soon receive. See it through to the end. Believe. I like it. I like it. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this reading, Scorpio. I hope it resonates. It's pretty deep, this one, but every Scorpio I've met is just an amazing, creative, dynamic, um, really unbelievable. So you need to believe that about yourself, You need to believe about that self. You are not the reflection of someone else. You are your own. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for being so patient with me over the past couple months. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy New Year, and just have a really nice holiday season. I hope it's calm and peaceful and joyous. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.